I'm a trans woman. My new pronouns are she and they. And I suppose that this is my coming out video of sorts.
What's up? I'm Kim Petras, and I'm shooting for Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Woo-ah!
All right, friends, let's begin this video by watching this commercial. This is a Starbucks commercial. Tell me, what do you think these companies are trying to tell you and me? And I want to hear your comments below. And I'm looking at the timer as well. Let's take a listen to this. The father's calling his son. By the way, this commercial is for India, so it came out about 9 days ago. But look at the nature of the message. So there's a mother, there's a father, and he's calling his son. Let's see what happens here.
सुनो, इस बार गुस्सा मत होना, please.
Don't get angry this time, please. This person looks familiar. Wow. What's going on here, Daddy? Here goes your son.
Thank you, Papa, for meeting me.
Okay.
I know बड़े साल बीत गए, लेकिन आप आज भी मेरे लिए सब कुछ हो.
Yeah, it's getting emotional over here with that music. Appealing to the emotion. One of the best ways to get people to change their perspective. Let's keep going.
Coffee.
Coffee. So obviously this father hasn't been around for a while. So this mother is now reintroducing the son, supposedly now the daughter, to him. And now he's accepting his family.
तेरी आदतें नहीं बदली.
Your habit haven't changed.
3 cold coffees for Arpita.
In the phone, the name was who? When he called the first time, what was the name he called? Arpit. Now the coffee has been offered to him, paid by the daddy. Arpita. All right. I hope you're getting the message here. All right.
3 cold coffees for Arpita.
बेटा, मेरे लिए तो आज भी मेरा बच्चा है. बस एक लेटर ही तो ऐड हुआ है तेरे नाम में.
A message about acceptance. We're not gonna hear any more music than that, but you get the point of what I'm saying here. You see do you see what's going on? All right, I hope you understand. Let's keep going. Oh, by the way, this is happening in the wake of the Bud Light backlash boycott. Very effective, the most effective boycott in history in the woke ideology. Listen to this. Bud Light maker stripped of LGBT plus QIA plus. Let me get it correct. LGBTQ. I don't even know anymore. Rating for caving for DM backlash. We can name this person on YouTube, so we don't say DM. So what's going on with Bud Light? The Human Rights Campaign informed that Bud Light, the Bud Light maker, that he has suspended his Corporate Equality Index score, a tool that scores companies on the policies for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer employees. Now let's listen to more. And Weiser-Bush, which had a score 100. Oh, wow, they were doing great. 100 has 90 days to respond, or the organization will consider docking his score. the human rights campaigns told companies in the letter. Uh-oh, these guys are in trouble. We are told Eric Bloem, HRC Seniors Director, Human Rights Campaigns Director, Program and Corporate Advocacy said, and Weiser Bush, backtracking on support for the LGBTQ plus community in the face of the anti-trends and hate-filled rhetoric, sends the message to employees and shareholders and customers that it does not stand for the value of diversity, equality, and inclusion, it espouses. Oh, well, I hope you got the message. Many of these companies were about money, okay? So when you start pushing against them, you hit them where it hurts, as the boycott has done. They pull back, they pull away. Well, guess what? Guess who's coming to the rescue? Should I say to the rescue? Companies are still pushing this ideology in the face of the backlash. While there are some who are pushing away and say, you know what, we don't think this is a good idea. But for the most part, they're still pushing this because this is considered a value. It's an expression. And this CEI or Corporate Equality Index score, I guess it really matters to them. So I need to do some research, some more, and I do got some stuff here. We're going to listen. Now, this is Ford, a car company. And let's take a listen to see what they're pushing, friends. Listen to what they're pushing, friends. Did you get it? Did you get it? All right. I hope you did. They're telling you loud and clear. And that's something. So this is why the CBS News, they said it this way. Bud Light fumbles, but inclusive advertising is here to stay. Whoa, excuse me. In other words, you guys are pushing back against DM because you had an issue with DM. We're still going to push forward this ideology anyway. But the first issue that I had with this individual was, listen, this is where how it all started, right? This person with a camera went on TikTok and began making videos calling it Days of Girlhood. All right. From Days of Girlhood, we now have an individual who has been promoted to high status online, and he's now becoming the face of many companies. Now, look at this. This is how it all started. I'm going to look at a number of videos. I'm going to go through this quickly, okay?
Here it goes. I am a girl. I am a trans woman. My new pronouns are she and they. And I suppose that this is my coming out video of sorts.
This is how it all started. And this person continues every single day.
A month. And so just
every day.
Getting closer to that.
A soft baked pretzel. And I love you. Thanks for all the love lately.
I love you, Mom. Hi, Donna.
Every day. Every day there was a version, there was something, there was an experience. Oh, this was a good one. This was a good one.
Number 2, I can do a tuck, which is going to have to be a whole other video, but it's very painful and involved. Or number 3, I just normalize it. And
no, we're not normalizing no bullshit. We go. Listen, we're not gonna waste time here. I value your time and respect for you. I'm just showing you. This is the individual who has burned as a result of sponsoring this person. We now have boycott is going rampant in these companies, especially among Bud Light. Now, so this is one of the videos. Now I'm gonna bring something to you to show you. This is one of the videos that really got some people upset. Okay, there are a number of people in the world that are not for this. Okay, companies just don't realize who their customers are. But there are a number of people, a number of Americans. There are some of us who say, keep this stuff away from us. But now look at this. But I want to remind you, this person oftentimes is appealing to children online, right? People under the age of 18 for the most part. Days of girlhood, we're talking about youth, children. Look at this.
Day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever.
Womanhood. So there's a slight difference here in wording. Not girlhood, womanhood. But guess what's going on? Ted Cruz, he picked up on that. Ted Cruz called for a probe into Bud Light over DM and companies marketing to children. That is very interesting because Ted Cruz is putting pressure on the beer company regulatory body demanding an investigation of Bud Light transgender and campaign with activist Dylan Mulvaney over concerns the company violated rules on marketing to individuals under the legal drinking age. Wow. He picked up on that. I picked up on it. I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. This person is talking about girlhood and all of a sudden they're marketing to children here in a way, but they say womanhood. I think they're going to use that in the court. But what's going on in these companies and why they keep doing the stuff they do? And I got a few more videos to show you. The first thing you need to understand, there is something, I just mentioned it earlier, it's called the CEI system. This is a system that's pushing brands to endorse celebs and individuals who are pushing LGBTQIA plus agenda. Now look at this. At stake is there a CEI Corporate Equality Index score, which is overseen by the Human Rights Campaigns, again, the largest LGBTQ plus political lobbying group in the world. So the Human Rights Campaigns has received millions from who? George Soros. Oh boy, that's a name you need to pay attention to. Society Foundation, among others, issues report cards. These guys are giving report cards for Americans' biggest corporation via the CEI, awarding or subtracting points for how well companies adhere to what Human Rights Campaigns calls its rating criteria. Whoa. So here are some of these things. By the way, the Human Rights Campaigns was formed in 1980 and started by the CEI scoring system started in 2002. Is led by Kelly Robinson and was named the president in 2022. Worked as political organizer for Barack Obama in 2008 presidential campaign. Oh, this is interesting. These are some very interesting names. Now let's keep going. This is what it looks like. So when you see these companies are doing this woke movement, well, this is the nature of the score they are looking to keep up with, right? Work protection, 5 points possible. Inclusive benefit, supporting an inclusive culture, 25 points possible. Oh, by the way, this is 50 points, inclusive benefits. Wow. Providing health care for sex couples. Okay. Corporate social responsibilities. Now, we have that for 20 points. Responsible citizenship. This is 25 points. So these are the things that these companies have been doing under the support of George Soros with the largest business LGBT political lobbyist group in the world, the Human Rights Campaign. And there are report cards given to these companies, and I guess they make money in a process to get their CEI score system intact. This is what's going on, friends. So when these companies are doing some of the stuff they're doing, is because there's money involved. But we can't have enough, right? Here, Martha Stewart, Megan Fox, Kim Petras, and Brooke Nader are the 23rd swimsuit sports issue cover models. Okay. Let's look at these individuals very quickly. Martha Stewart, 80-something-year-old woman. She looks amazingly good. Let's just give her credit for that. I'm just so amazed by this. All right, that's just great. When you see some of the pictures, you're like, wow, it's amazing. And we have Megan Fox, very beautiful girl. I know. I remember I saw her in the Transformers movie. She just looks great. We have another person, Brooke Nader, very beautiful girl as well. And we have another individual here. This is Kim Petras. Who is Kim Petras? Who is this individual? Well, let's find out. Sometime we can ask Twitter if they let us. So we go over and ask some more question about this individual. Who is Kim Petras? Let's find out some more. Kim Petras, just in case you didn't know, is a biological male. Here is Kim Petras. Just a short video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing.
What's up? I'm Kim Petras, and I'm shooting for Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Woo-ah! Oh my God, winning a Grammy was so unexpected, so just kind of insane life moment. I don't think...
This is the first time I was introduced to this individual as a result of looking into Sam Smith's supposed transformation. So from Sam Smith, I was told about Kim Petras, and I looked it up and I found out this individual is a biological male, transgender, trans individual who did this when they were a young youth, but now is on the swimsuit magazine, right? Sports Illustration, right? But this is something that is marketing toward men. And my question is, do men really want women? Let me get this correct. Do men want another man to be modeled as a woman before their eyes? You can answer that question for yourself. Friends, this stuff is proliferating. I went over to look at the calendar year for the LGBTQIA plus community. Well, this is what I found out. February, they had all these days, right? National Black HIV Awareness, Valentine's. There's a bunch of stuff here. March, they were in the month of March. They're in the month of April. They're in the month of May. Almost the entire month of June is the entire month of June is actually a Pride month, and there's LGBT family days, Pulse Remembrance Day, anniversaries, and so on. National HIV testing days. Q Youth of Faith days. July, they got some days in there. August, September, October, November, December. We might as well give them the entire year. It's just, I have never seen so many need to recognize a community of people as the LGBTQIA plus is. It's like that's the only thing that matters in the entire world. Friends, when you see stuff like this, it can be somewhat daunting, sad. It could leave you with a lot of like, where in the world are we going kind of questions. And I will say, listen, it's all working out exactly as God intended. None of this stuff should shock any of us who believe in Jesus, because the Bible said these things were going to be so. I'm not here trying to be your bearer of bad news, but I'm going to tell you this. First thing you need to do is this. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. You begin. Okay, instead of concerning yourself with some of this stuff, you don't even have to worry about it. You put your trust and confidence in God, and you do what the Lord places in your heart to do. You follow him with all of your heart. Step number one. You don't have to worry about these people. Let me tell you what. The second thing the Bible tells us, I want to share this verse with you in Psalm 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious of the workers of iniquity, against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and withered as the green herb. You interpret that yourself. What are we supposed to do? Trust in the Lord and do good. And so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Listen, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thy heart, the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Friends, I'm telling you, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be disturbed. Listen, relax. Trust the Lord. Don't worry about the evildoers who are having their way, who are prospering. Watch the Bible says. It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of what? Because of him who prospereth in his ways? Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass? God says, don't worry about it. This stuff ain't going far. You and I, we ought to trust in the Lord. Look what it says. For evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Praise the Lord. You should rejoice. So when you see stuff that are going on in today's world, evildoers and confusion and abomination, things that you know God is very much against, sometimes you can be disturbed by it, distracted by it. It's like, bro, you don't have to worry, friends. For a little while, the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Today they exist. Today they're overwhelming. Today they're conquering and conquer. Today they're in your face. But God says a time is going to come when they're going to be like, gone. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Friends, I can preach all day. You and I don't have to worry. Look what God says furthermore. And this is the text I go to, friends. When I see evildoers, when I see wicked men, when I see abomination is proliferating in our culture, I remember this verse right there. Be still, James, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Friends, much more could be said. Our world is confused, bewildered, all right, flam, bamboozled. There are things that are going on. When you and I take a look at that, some of us who still have some decency left in us, some Jesus Christ left in us, some righteousness in us, we look at some of this stuff, we say, man, where in the world are we headed? You don't have to worry. Trust in the Lord. Don't fret, don't be disturbed because of evildoers. Don't worry about the workers of iniquity. God is going to take care of business. You serve the Lord with all your heart. You walk in the truth of God's word, and you be the man who is convicted by the Spirit of God, and you live the life that Christ has called you to live. And God will take care of business. Let me tell you something. When God takes care of things, listen, when God gets things done, it's well done. You see what I mean? Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Thanks for listening. Make sure you put your comment in perspective and thoughts below. I want to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.